I'm making the meatballs, I'm making the sauce, which will have hot Italian sausage, it'll have pepperonis in it. My meatballs, I put ground beef and I put hot Italian sausage. I only keep it in the casing if I'm making like sausage sandwiches, but generally I like to take it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna get 3 eggs in here. All right, so we got the eggs. We're gonna add some Parmesan, close to a half a cup. Add some pepper and some salt. Now I have the oven preheated to 350. I'm just gonna get in there, mix it all up. All right, got this pan, the sheet pan. All right, so you're gonna take your ice cream scoop. Just I scoop a bunch first, and then I'll go back to roll them into a more even shape. So stay with me, almost there. These are gonna be tasty. Okay, now we'll roll them. Okay, so this made 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 34 meatballs. Alright, put those in the oven. Now, let's get started on the sauce part of this. So, on medium-low heat, we're going to add a little bit of vegetable oil, a little bit of olive oil, just enough to cover the bottom of the pot. Okay, so you're going to cut this in half, and then you're going to cut those in half, and then you're going to cut it in half this way. Don't cut it all the way through, because that's when we're going to take the casing off this. Bella's probably so disappointed, and she almost scored big with that pepperoni. I probably would have had to fight her for it. So you're going to take that casing off. Take it off all of them. All that casing off. These get nice and tender when you cook them in the sauce. So we got the olive oil and the vegetable oil going on the stove. We got the meatballs in the oven. So now I'm going to cut these in half. Long way. See those? Beautiful. We're going to get these in the oil. Get these in a single layer. I'm not going to cook these in there very long. We're just rendering out some of the fat that comes out of that pepperoni. And then we're going to add in our sausage. We're going to do the same thing. Let me show you. See? A little caramelization on there, but nothing crazy. Add those to the side. We're going to get the sausage in there. That'll cook a little more. And pepperoni. And you get a single layer. So I like to get a good color on these before we add all the sauce. Smells amazing. I use 10 of these. I don't stick to one specific brand. Today I have Romano's. So I use tomato puree, crushed tomato, and tomato sauce. And I got 2 cans of tomato paste. I made up this Bouquet Garni. This is thyme, rosemary, and basil. So once we get the sauce going, I'm just gonna pop that in there. You get all the aromas, all the flavors from it, and then you can pull it out. Get them out. Show you guys the next step. With these to the side, I'll show you. Sausage, pepperoni. Get that tomato paste. All that. And save the cans because we're going to fill these up with water and get it in here. Once we get a good saute on this. Saute it for a couple minutes. Gets a little bit of the bitterness out. I like to spread the paste all around and soak up the oil. As this tomato paste cooks, there shouldn't be a lot of oil in there. We only put enough in to just lightly cover the bottom. But this paste will soak up the oil, and then it's also going to deglaze the bottom of the pan. So those yummy bits from the sausage that are on the pan, they're going to come right up. It's going to be in with the paste. There's a lot of flavor. It's called the fond. That's where you get a lot of flavor. Anytime you pan sear something, don't waste those little bits. There's so much flavor in those when they heat. Keep it moving around. So generally I would add some smashed fresh garlic, but today I'm just going to add probably 2 tablespoons of just this minced garlic. It'll do the trick. Give that a nice stir. Oh yes. Smells amazing. Who needs candles? Yeah, Sunday sauce cooking. Check those out. Can you see them? Oh, they smell so good. Doing its thing. So now what we're gonna do is fill these tomato paste cans up with some water. Try to get those bits of sauce, tomato paste that are left in there. So we're gonna do 1 for 1. Okay, so now we're going to start adding in all our other cans. Now for each can that we dump, we're going to fill that up halfway with water. And as you fill it up, rinse on the outside and then put the water in here. Said rinse and halfway full of water, dump that water in the pot. Smells so good in here. Okay, before I put all the meats back in there, we're going to add some Parmesan, grated Parmesan, like a good amount, probably about a cup. We're going to add that Bouquet Garni, which is thyme, rosemary, and basil, onion powder, more garlic powder, even though we have garlic in there. I learned from a wonderful Italian woman that I was very close to. And Italian food happens to be my favorite food to cook. I worked in 2 Italian restaurants while I was in culinary school, and then after culinary school for a little bit. So I like to think I know somewhat thing or two about some Italian. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw these in there. That'll render out a lot of flavor. Now we're gonna get the meats back in. So we got the hot Italian sausage and the pepperoni that we cooked up. We're gonna get that back in the pot. Slide it in there, and all the juices that came out of those, we want those in there too. That's flavor, baby. Lots of flavor. Back to this pot are the meatballs. Let me show you. Cooled off now. Meatballs, we rendered out some of the fat, partially cooked them. Now we're gonna get them in this pot. And these are gonna add a ton of flavor to this sauce. You guys keep stirring this because it'll burn the bottom of the pan. So it's gonna simmer 3 to 4 hours. So throughout that time, you know, make sure you keep giving it a stir. Smells amazing. All right, well, like I said, we're just gonna let it simmer. I won't keep you guys. I appreciate you guys for joining. Please give me a like. Please give me a follow. I'll have more videos. I have more videos. Please check them out. And I hope to see you guys next time. Have a happy Sunday. Be safe out there. Bye, guys.